almost 3 days of rain, wind, and just the worst stormy conditions you can imagine. And finally, finally, we have been rewarded by some light, a glorious sunrise. Now, if you watched my video, my previous video or the one before, one of my late videos, I'll link to it here. If you watched that video, you'll have seen that we came to this location at sunset, and it was nice. It was a nice location, but we really wanted to shoot it at sunrise, so we waited and we waited for hours. But the sunrise didn't happen, the clouds rolled in. Well, let me tell you that sunrise is now happening, and I am ecstatic. And these guys, I'm so happy for this motley crew behind me, because these guys have endured wind and rain and pitching tents and putting tents down and pitching them back again. And it's moments like this that really make it all worthwhile. So hopefully we will get a glorious sunrise, and we will all get some fantastic shots of the waterfall behind us. So let's see what happens. Oh, the sky is popping off. What do you think?
It's good. It's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing.
It is. Wow, we're getting multicoloured skies here. So the colours in the sky are changing so fast. I shot an image 5 minutes ago and it was nice. It was nice. There was nothing wrong with the image, but I haven't touched my camera. I haven't moved my camera. I am confident and happy with my composition, which is a vertical composition using the waterfalls as a main subject leading through the valley to the sky. So at the moment I am on f11, 10-second exposure, 3-stop, medium edge graduated filter, plus a polarizer to take the glare off the river, thus making it more blue. It's already blue, but let's really bring out the blues by getting rid of the glare on the surface of the water. And it's just a case of just waiting for the lights to change and try and capture your subject at its peak light, peak condition. And the sky is lovely. The sky is nice and red. Now, I haven't actually got too much of the sky in frame, but you know, you don't necessarily need it. Just because it's there and just because it's pink doesn't necessarily mean it'll add to the image. So here we go. It even looks like we're getting pink reflections in the blue water. This might just be too much, I don't know. Awesome, absolutely awesome. In the blink of an eye, the light has just disappeared. So I took the same image twice, 2 different conditions, and that's a good thing to do. I was happy with the composition and I just wanted to see how the light changes. The whole group's had an awesome time. I think they're blown away with this location. We did get some lovely light. Although it was brief, it was still light and we were there and we were ready. So now, you know, after 48 hours of solid wind and rain and maybe 20 hours of no sleep, yeah, it's 4:10 in the morning and I think we're all going to bed. So as of this point, we are venturing into areas unknown, which is great because a big part of landscape photography is exploration and recce's and seeing, you know, if you see something in the distance you think might work for an image, it's always worth going and checking it out, because even if it doesn't, at least you can tick it off your list and know not to go back there. So we're now walking, well, trying to walk to this waterfall that we shot from a distance before. Quite a challenging walk, having to navigate lots and lots of small streams and rivers, but it's good fun. Ugh. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Exploring, looking for new compositions. So I've just climbed up this quite loose, steep hill in the hope of getting a composition of the waterfall, which is just there. It's nice, doesn't really work as a composition. I couldn't find anything from up here. So I thought I'd wasted all my energy getting up here. However, turning this way, there is definitely an image to be had here. All of these winding rivers going into these series of volcanic mountain ridges. And yes, the weather's not great, but it really adds to the atmosphere, and you just work with what you've got and try and make the best of it. And I think that from this spot there is an image to be had. The difficulty is trying to convince some of the group to come up here. So this is an exercise in exploring an area and finding compositions. I've gone off and explored this area, now need to shoot it, see if it works, and then maybe try and convince a couple of the guys and girls to come up here. But right, let's get the camera out. Okay, the rain's coming now, so I'm going to be quick. I think actually I'm going to need a lens cloth. Yeah, this image, it works really well now. I would love to come back one day and shoot this in better conditions with some nice light or some nice stormy skies, but even in these conditions it's working. So I'm shooting this at f11. I'm shooting it just shy of 50mm. So a great example of not needing super wide lenses. You know, 50mm, you can shoot awesome landscapes at 50mm. I shoot a lot of them. Compositionally, we have the rivers leading us to these mountains, which you just lose in the low-hanging clouds, and it's quite nice. So I'm cleaning my lens, and then I'm going to get the shot as quickly as I can because I'm sort of facing the mist, so I'm fighting a losing battle. But yeah, f11, 30th, ISO 100, just shy of 50mm, 2-second timer, focus to infinity, and that is a lovely little image. And do you know what? The weather probably adds to it. So it's all about making the best out of a gloomy situation. So the drizzle's starting to move in, the temperature's dropped a bit. So we're gonna call it a day for this particular location. We're gonna go back to HQ, fire up the barbecue, and have some burgers. We've been out a few hours now, but it's been awesome. It's been a really good day because we didn't know what was here. Not really, so just to come with the group and explore and find compositions, and they all did, and yeah, really nice. And we really made the most of this pretty terrible landscape photography weather, but spirits are high and everyone's happy. Anyway, barbecue, I'm starving.
You can do it like in slow-mo, but it's not slow-mo, like.
Yeah. So there's the image with little to no polarization, and we can see the rivers are lovely and bright as they reflect the sky, which gives great contrast. If I spin the polarizer and remove the glare from those rivers, look at that, we almost lose the rivers entirely, that you almost can't see them. So now the image has no contrast at all.